I come running when the night falls. I keep running, sleepless in my solo ways. I wander through the sheets of snow. A cold wind whispers me awake, but I fall back into the ways I know. A warm life, a cozy, humble abode. Now let the story unfold. A simple path down my solo road. To explain how I got there, we have to start here, on the beach, with everyone else. Alright, let's get this started. But this time around, I had high hopes. I knew I wanted to achieve something that I hadn't done before, and I had an idea in mind. So I laid my footsteps across the ground, and I traveled far across the map. Out in the grassy areas, it felt like the players were everywhere. But as soon as I made it to the snow, everything got quiet. I arrived at Sewer Branch, and I noticed a strip of land right at the foot of the monument, so I decided to explore it. The idea I had in mind suddenly seemed attainable. I was gonna build a base on that iceberg, and I was gonna make it my main mission for the wipe to make that happen on the hardest server in the game. And so I took everything I had, and I made a run for the iceberg. At least up there, I could store my things with the hopes that no one would notice. And there I was, for the first time, at the top of the iceberg that would soon become my home. But it was strange looking at it this way, flat, empty. But the iceberg didn't come without bearing gifts. This gift might not be much, but I didn't expect it. A box, a small wooden box, most likely left behind by a player who attempted what I'm attempting to do now. But this box was home to my loot for the time being. But the sun wasn't gonna last long, so I began building. I needed to grow, and to do that, I needed to farm. So I grabbed some tools, and I did just that. Seeing how other players were already carrying weapons, I decided the best thing I could do was spawn near the supermarket and attempt to get a green card, since technically my backyard was sewer branch. Unfortunately, this time around, I didn't find a green card, but I did get some decent loot. So I took that, and I ran back to base. But the path back home was riddled with bullets overhead. The clans had gone to war, and I was left with just the sounds. Eventually, I made it back home, and this run turned out to be extremely important because the metal frags that I collected allowed me to make a sheet metal door. Out here, in this winter landscape, I was having trouble finding animals, most likely because the larger groups were collecting them all, which not only left me without a sheet metal door, but also no low grade and no furnaces. So this was a good temporary solution, but eventually, I would need to find a more permanent solution. Now, I don't recommend doing this, but personally, I don't mind a little bit of radiation if it allows me to recycle and grow a little quicker. Now, I wasn't sure if someone was at Sewer Branch, so I wanted to be sure before I lost the scrap that I had on me. So I decided to suicide where I was, spawn at a close by sleeping bag, and check the monument. I'm glad I did this because this ended up happening. But I wasn't worried because when I returned to my body, my loot was safe. After finishing up a run of looting and farming, I decided to spawn back at the supermarket and test my luck at a green card once again. And there it was. The run was definitely worth it now. I just needed to make sure that I got it back home safely. And with my new green card, I made my way to Sewer Branch to get as much loot and scrap as I could, along with a blue card. Luckily, I had made it back in one piece, and along with bringing myself home, I brought all of this too. I'm gonna need to expand soon, but I really need to get a bear or something. After dropping off the loot I collected, I headed out to explore some of the smaller bases that were around my area. Maybe there were some solos that I could make some alliances with, but this base, I hadn't seen anybody come in or out of at all. So eventually, I just spawned back at base. But right then, my heart started racing when I saw the propellers of a Mini peeking through the side of my wall. My first thought was, this is the end. I figured the best I could do was use all the scrap I had to research whatever I could. It was better researched than given to a raider. But as I was doing that, I heard this. I heard you out there, man. It's not worth your time, dude.
Alright, we'll leave.
Somehow, just talking to the guy changed his mind completely. And I appreciate a kind gesture like this. It really goes a long way. Most people wouldn't hesitate if they were determined to do this. But I think this guy, he really believed me. But when the coast was clear, I decided I wasn't going to wait any longer. I was going to use everything I had to expand the base right now. haven't found any animals, so that's made this a little hard, but I totally forgot that Sewer Branch has an oil refinery down there. I grabbed the green card and I headed over to do sewer. But I died along the way from the cold, so I respawned and collected my loot. But as I was doing that, a random guy came over to say hello. And after looting my second body, I saw that he had taken my only green card. At least they left me this. They took my green card, which kind of sucks, but... The looting was going well, but I still needed a green card, so I spawned on the neighboring island, and I made my way to the lighthouse. But as the night was fading away, and the morning was approaching, the rays of sunshine revealed this beautiful, beautiful river. If there wasn't a clan only a few feet down from the river, I would have built here. This place was so peaceful. The sounds of nature overwhelmed my ears. The food and the water were infinite, and so I watched with my jaw dropped and picked up as much food as I could. But when sights like this reveal themselves, I drop everything and I watch. With my green card in hand, I picked off a few more pumpkins and corn, but in the back of my head, I knew that this couldn't last. After spawning back at base, I decided to farm some barrels and quickly noticed this guy in the distance, and he was coming my way. So I did something I like to do when I don't want to lose what I have on me. I'll just toss it somewhere that I think they'll likely never go. But this run-in was a little different.
Alright, man, let's have a genuine talk. Why was you back here?
Why was I back
I'm
here?
gonna pick you up. You don't deserve this.
Thanks.
What you doing, man?
Just roaming around, bro.
You could have told me not to shoot at you. I wouldn't have shot at you, man. He was like, man, I only got a sword and burlap armor. I would have been like, alright, I got you. You chill.
Alright, man. Thanks.
You live back here or something? Yo, you live over here somewhere?
Yeah, actually, that's my base up there on the iceberg.
The iceberg base?
Yeah, it's just me, just a solo.
You're a solo.
Yeah.
So you just... Nah, are you loaded or what? You got BPs and something or no?
Bro, I am not loaded. I'm struggling to get a green card, man.
You're struggling to get a green card? I can get you right with a green card for sure.
Oh, that's alright, man. No worries. No worries.
It's gonna cost you some of the... Man, I could get you right with some cards, man.
Alright, bro. Thank you, man.
Alright, bro. I'll see you later.
See you, bud. I didn't think that this guy would be this friendly. I was surprised. I went back, retrieved my weapon, and went on my way. This guy was a neighbor somewhere close by, and it wouldn't be the last time I would see him. While I was out, I encountered some players that were farming. Now, I had my eye on one of them, and I could have taken the shot, but realistically, I would have been hunted down, and I would have been killed. I'm not one to be happy with the trigger. I'd rather think it through and make a decision based on what I see. At the end of the day, this is a survival game. And this survival game is purely based on decisions and chance. I feel like I made the right decision here, but with decisions aside, you're left with chance. And so I went home and I logged out like I did at the end of every day. But when I logged back in, the chances returned. And this time, they were against me. My base had been raided and left to decay. But I wasn't gonna have this. I'm a solo with dedication and a purpose. So I took it all in and I used those emotions to my benefit. It's pretty tough to get pummeled like that, and my spirits were shaking. But yet again, I spawned on my sleeping bag, and I noticed this base. It was between my base and sewer branch. It had been raided, most likely during the raiding spree that happened the night before. So I went inside to investigate. I didn't think I'd find much, but I found enough to give me hope again. I mean, this is pretty huge. I did not see this coming. I swam over to the grass area again, did a little bit of looting, and then I headed over to the lighthouse. I was thrilled that I found another green card. This time, I wasn't gonna lose it, so I rushed back home immediately.
Hey man. I remember you from yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Alright, here, take this.
Oh. Okay, thank you, man.
I don't want you to cap me up.
No. Have a good wipe,
And then
guys.
you take this too. I don't really need it.
Okay.
And then you need the ladder hatch too, or what?
No. You're good. You're good, man. Thank you.
Alright, cool. I'll see you later.
See you guys. I completely lucked out because the guy who shot me was the same guy from yesterday, and we had developed an alliance. So he gave me my things back, including the green card. It felt like the wipe was finally turning in my favor. It seemed that since I had made an alliance and I was able to do sewer with no hassle, that maybe I could start living that chill, solo lifestyle that I enjoy. If it was time, it was time. I figured since I was able to do sewer, I might as well do it again. But as I approached, I noticed a player in the distance. So I turned around and I headed back. But as I was heading back, I heard some footsteps. More footsteps than I thought. Oh, it's me.
Yo, Orange, man.
My bad.
Yo, come on, man. You get any good loot from sewer?
Oh no, I thought that was you guys. I didn't
You
even
know
loot
where
it.
my base is? Do you know where my base is?
I don't actually. Is it the?
Wait, so you like ran it and everything, but you didn't loot it? You didn't?
No,
loot
I
the
didn't.
inside?
I didn't run it. The guy who ran it was wearing like one of your guys' hazies, the winter ones. I just saw him.
Damn, I wish I saw him.
Yeah.
Wait, where was he?
He was right at the door. I was about to go up, but then I saw him. I was like, I assumed it was you guys. I just left. But
That's crazy. Here, you got any BPs or something, man?
what do I have? I got like the basics, honestly. Oh shoot. Yeah, I just got the basic BPs. I'm trying to get guns right now, but it's hard out here, man.
It is hard out here. Alright, man, here. No, here, take this. And take this.
Dude.
And take this. And then, you can take this and this and this.
Hey man, that's really nice. I appreciate you guys, man.
Do you have 5.5 or no? Do you have 5.5 or no?
5.5? No, I don't. But it's okay, man. This is enough. I appreciate it.
Alright, here, take this.
Oh, okay.
Here, no, take that.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good day, man.
Yeah, see you guys. I was blown away by the kindness of this duo. Not only was he kind, caring, and helpful, but his partner was right by his side. So if you guys ever see this one day, thank you for being you, and don't change, because this SAR changed the entire wipe for me. See you guys in part 2.